right, welcome to lesson 9. Go ahead and complete the top portion and get going with your appetizer. All right, let's get going with today's lesson. Today we're going to start talking about comparing fractions using greater than, less than, equal to. So first we're going to look at the fraction 2/5, and we're going to ask ourselves, how can we determine if 2/5 is less than or greater than a half? So kind of think to yourself, yeah, we got to figure out how much half of 5 is. So in this case, this is not going to be an actual fraction, but I know half of 5 is 2.5, 2.5. So this would be equal to 1/2. So now I can easily tell, well, 2 is less than 2.5, so this fraction is less than 1/2. We're going to do that same thought process, but with the fractions that are listed below, and we're going to put them into the chart and put them in either the column less than 1/2, equal to 1/2, or greater than 1/2. So let's look at 2/5 first. We just did that one. We know that it's going to be less than 1/2 because it would have needed to be 2.5 or greater to be either a half or greater. 4/8, so I'm looking at that 8. And I know half of 8 is 4. So this one is exactly 1/2. 1/3, looking at that 3, I know half of 3 would have to be that 1.5. So 1/3 is going to go in the less than column. Looking at 3/4, half of 4 would be 2. So this time, this fraction 3/4 is greater than a half. Go ahead and see if you can do the rest of these on your own and then check with me. And let's go ahead and turn to the next page. We're going to take this knowledge that we just kind of did, but now we're going to use a number line. So we're going to place these fractions around where they might be on the number line to determine which one is greater than or less than or equal to, and actually complete these inequality statements. So first we're going to place 2/6 on the number line. First things first, is it going to be on, let me use my highlighter tool here, the less than 1/2 side of my number line or the greater than 1/2 side of my number line? Yeah, this one, 3/6 would be equal to a half. So 2/6, I'm going to put it just a little over here. It's pretty close to 1/2, but it's just not quite there because it's 3/6 would be equal to a half. Now I'm going to look at the 5/8. I'm going to ask myself, where would that one go? The less than 1/2, equal to 1/2, or greater than 1/2? This one is just slightly over that 1/2 mark because 4/8 would be 1/2. So here we can fill in that 2/6 is less than 5/8. We can clearly see that the 2/6 comes before the 5/8 on the number line, meaning it has a lesser value. Let's do the same for 3/4 and 1/10. Half of 4 would be 2, so 2/4 would be the halfway mark, meaning 3/4 is going to be on this side of the number line. And then 1/10, 5/10 would be equal to a half. So this is really far under, so it's going to be even closer to the 0. So here I can clearly see that 3/4 has the greater value. It's farther up on the number line. So 3/4 is greater than 1/10. I'm going to do this next one with you, and I'll let you do the bottom one on your own. Looking at 2/5, I know 2.5 would be equal to 1/2. So this one is just slightly under. 4/8 would be half. So this one is actually at that halfway mark. So I'm going to put my point and put 4/2, and 4/8 is just slightly the greater number. So 2/5 is less than 4/8. Go ahead and try out the next one on your own, and then good luck on your dessert.